Hello and welcome to Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Donate to find the real videos and to see into the mind of God.
I like the catchphrase, though, where we mention how much money it cost us to come up with that catchphrase.
It cost us $100,000 to come up with hello and welcome, and
In
not
4
hello and
years.
yay.
$100,000 in 4 years. It's the Comicsgate way.
Yes, we took the Comicsgate approach of fucking coming out with opening patter or forced catchphrase, but
that costs so much money.
yeah, and to make that money back, you listening out there have to pony up.
It's your responsibility to make up for our mistake.
What did you do during the war?
What did you do during the war?
You were wounded when you were drunk and you fell on your bayonet.
The first thing he says is, "You son of a bitch, I was wounded 3 times.
I was wounded 3 times.
That's when he says, "Probably got wounded when you're drunk and you fell on your bayonet." And his only response to that is, "You fucking piece of shit.
You cocksucker." He's so mad. But also, it's almost like he has to admit, that was a pretty good one.
He has no comeback.
Yes. I mean, he doesn't have much of a comeback for anything, it seems. But anyways, we're talking about Ray and Pete. Completely unrelated.
Drunk?
Just utterly.
It's totally unrelated, but at the same time, it's just magic.
And also, completely related, actually. It's perfectly related. Wonderfully related. We just want to do one episode about one of the greatest comics ever made, this meme thing about Dungeons and Dragons campaign, expectation versus reality.
This is not reality.
Not reality. This is reality. Anyways, the expectation, though, is like drow elf archer saying, "Watch out for traps," and there's like some kind of dwarf orc bard,
Halfling, whatever,
something like that. They have little tusks, I think. They have a double-necked loot even. Ooh, and I can't wait to see what cool loot, different kind of loot, we find in this dungeon. And then actually spends time writing limericks. And then there's like some kind of tall, older elf with armor. So maybe a cleric saying party diversity is important, and then like a tiefling mage says that scarecrow fight was awesome. Actually writes up detailed backstories. Oh, a puzzle. Let's think about this carefully, guys. And there's like a dwarf barbarian maybe who's like, let's do the main quest. I can't wait to see how this story turns out.
I don't know all the classes in D&D. The very years. I remember playing a Baldur's Gate 2. The original, whatever it was, BioWare.
Yeah, the old original.
I never beat it, though.
Original. Yeah, I did.
Because I fucking missed a bunch of side quests and ended up in the Underdark. And it's like,
it didn't have enough guns for me.
You're going up against mind control enemies. And it's like, oh shit, I'm going to have to refuculate all of my spells in order to do this. I'm going to have to find a place. And then I was like, hey, I'll do it later. And then later was 20 years ago.
And then just played Team Fortress Classic or Half-Life.
Yeah, TFC or something fun.
Vampire Hunters for Half-Life.
I played, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I ended up playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1.
Yeah, that's right. Classic. Anyways,
oh yeah, I never got back to Shadows of Amina.
Yeah.
Or what was it? There's also Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance.
Yeah, Dark Alliance 2.
That.
Dark Alliance 2, the Baldur's Gate 2. We played, yeah, that's right. That was like the Diablo-like for the PlayStation 2 that had Coop. And we played that together, and it was like, oh, that's
it was like a hack and slash. It was a fun hack and slash game.
We even played the Fallout Brotherhood of Steel for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, there was a Fallout version of that, and it sucked. But also at the same time, it was like, eh.
But we still finished it because we were just that. And this was before Fallout 3, I think.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? It was almost about the time Fallout 3 was
it predated Fallout. Well, the game came out like just at the tail end of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. It was almost a year before Fallout 3 actually was like, this is coming out, and they
I
fucking...
think it was a bit more than that, because Fallout 3 would have been 2009.
Yeah.
This would have been probably about 2006.
Yeah, I think
We
it
were
was
very
more
late
like
to the party, I
2007
know
or
that.
8. I think it was closer to 2008. But here the rest of the comic though is the real. See, that was the expectation of like Baldur's Gate and that kind of thing. The reality of apparently anything is just four dwarves, and they're all just identically. It's just copy and pasted the same four dwarves, and they got carpentry and pickaxes and saws, and they say, "All right, here's the plan. We're going to build a tavern that serves free wine to elves. Then we're going to blow it up." There's a picture of a bridge that says, "It's not even a stone bridge. 10 out of 10 would burn down again." My backstory is that an elf slighted me once. And then just another says, "Fuck elves."
Dude, just out of nowhere.
Here's
Fuck
a
hell.
here's a map. It looks like some kind of overhead map of an area tower, and says, "What does my character know about the structural weaknesses of this elven tower?"
Because of course it's an elven tower. Why else would they want to destroy it?
Careful, guys. This dungeon has puzzles in it. We better tunnel around it. Scott, we need a bigger wagon. This one isn't big enough to hold all the elves we plan to kill. And it's a picture of dead elf wagon. What's the wagon's hardness DC? My character is sober, so I'm rolling all checks with disadvantage for now. So yeah,
That's great.
Just classic.
Classic.
Oh. So yeah, again, this is one of the greatest comics I've ever read because it gets to the point. It's funny. Like I've never played Dungeons and Dragons or an actual D&D tabletop campaign
actual
with anyone.
Pen and paper campaign.
I've never done dice rolls to fucking figure out any of that shit for anything ever. Seemed like it would have been a cool thing, for friends. Similarly,
it sounded like it would have been a cool idea. Yeah,
just never done it. Never did it.
I played other video games that simulate.
But now I know everything about that. Just from this, it has clearly some in jokes, esoteric references to actual D&D, hardness DC, that kind of shit. It's like, what is that? But at the same time, I don't need to know what that means, because the joke is still communicated to anyone who doesn't play. See, that's the thing. This is, if you are a comic writer, you need to understand that, even if you're just looking at a meme of something. So there's a lesson that can be pulled from this for any creator.
If you have the intellectual capability,
yeah,
to understand that.
If you're capable of learning.
Some people can't understand hypotheticals.
Yeah, if you're capable of understanding hypotheticals. Most people who get into comics can't understand hypotheticals. Comicsgate, no, not a single person in Comicsgate actually understands hypotheticals. How would you feel if your money was stolen?
They can't even understand abnormal thinking.
Yeah.
They just can't understand thinking.
How would you feel if you donated money to a campaign and they just took the money and wasted it and never delivered the comic they're supposed to send you? I don't know. What does that mean? The Comicsgate would just be confused, and has been. That's not something that could happen. That's something that's already happened.
Ask somebody in Comicsgate, how would you feel if you got your comic delivered?
Yeah.
How would you feel if you got a comic delivered to you that you paid for only a few months ago?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
Yeah, Comicsgate one day. Then again, nobody would understand that with Comicsgate because it doesn't happen. Anyway,
it has never happened. It's even worse than not being able to consider a hypothetical. You're just considering an impossibility.
Yes, a myth. It's a rumor that never happened.
This one was invented by a writer.
This one wasn't. This one was invented by a hack.
The most creative writing Comicsgate engages in tends to be the amount of lies they tell to their backers.
Yes. Anyways, so another great episode as usual. Like, unshare, reshare, unlike, re-unlike.
Did we read the whole comic already? I guess we did.
We did. Again, it's short and simple, right to the point. Wonderful. Perfect.
Oh, why does Comicsgate waste all their fucking time not doing that?
Because they're gay. Oh. Oh, wow.
Because
we
they are
just
weak.
solved that question. Just solved
Oh,
that
we just
problem.
answered. Well, we answered that question. It didn't take us like $1.2 million and 4 years to do it either.
What are the chances? So yeah, if you want to support the actual honest people and good creators, donate to our Subscribe Star. Follow us on whatever. Subscribe, hit the bell, re-hit the bell. Just keep hitting the bell over and over again until
Don't stop
something
hitting
happens.
the bell.
And if you want to see into the mind of God and find out all the information that the scammers don't want you to know, donate to our Subscribe Star. If you don't want to know all the secrets, if you want to stay brainwashed, then don't donate to our Subscribe Star. And for everyone else, sure to listen to Shitty Webcomics.